here's the overflow bolt here now. So I'm just gonna leave this to here and allow the oil to drain a little quicker. So when you fill the case here, that's your drain in your fill hole, or sorry, not the drain, your fill hole. So you're going to want to fill the oil until it overflows out of that. Let it settle, and then put that 10mm bolt back in. And here, of course, if you can see it, very tough angle. There it is. And that's where the 13/16 fill bolt is. Now for me, I put a hitch on here, so it's quite a bit tougher to get to. So I've had to go and get a stubby wrench to fit this, because I don't really feel like taking my hitch off all the time. So that's basically a view at the rear end. And I'll get to the front. It's pretty much the same. So I'm filling my rear end up. Just one of these twist funnels here. Able to cut the corners, and right now I'm just flushing a little bit here out of the rear end, just to give it a nice cleanse. So running some fresh oil through it. Gonna put the plug back in here in a second and fill it back up to the overflow. Alright, you'll see that it's starting to come out of the overflow hole. So I'll give this a few minutes just to settle out, and I'll put the plug back in and put the fill hole plug back in, and that's it for the rear end. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the front end now. So here we are now on the front end, and you'll notice here's a little different on the front. This is the fill and the overflow bolt. There is no overflow bolt on this guy here. As you can see, coming around here like that, and you'll notice that in the manual too. I don't really know why Yamaha did that, but I so decided to. And there we go. Here's the drain bolt. So we'll start that here in a minute. We'll get this thing draining. We'll do the same as the back end. I like to always let a little bit of extra oil flush it through, give it a bit of a drain, and if there's any contaminants in that, hopefully flush it all out. So here we are, just about to drain the front end oil. There's the drain plug. I'll open that up here in a minute to relieve some air. We'll just come underneath here. Get our old drain pail set up, and there we go. It looks pretty good. Not really milky. It's worn in a little bit, so I'll make sure I flush this one before we seal it right back up. Here's our drain plug. I'll drain in, Phil. Pull that out and relieve a little bit of pressure and let it draw down a little easier right now on the drain. There you go, with the 13/16 bolt. So she's wide open now, and give some time to drain, and we'll start flushing it. So just starting to flush some oil back through here. You can see it coming out and around. So let's get a little bit of this going. Yeah, I know I could plug the hole and let it go, but I'm trying to get a few of the bottom contaminants out. So just a quick flush. It looked pretty good. If it was pretty murky, you know, that I close it up, turn it a bit, and reflush it, but I don't think I have any issues here. So just let this continue for a bit, and I'll plug it up and refill the oil. Just the same process here. There you go. Makes it a little easier to get the oil in versus having it all over the floor. Alright, here we go. Just starting to fill some of the oil back to the front end of the Grizzly. So, sorry about being wobbly. It's kind of hard. I need a third hand here. So once again, this one doesn't have an overflow, so you just got to fill it up till it comes out of the fill hole. and you know, obviously let it settle for a minute or two, let it overflow, and put your plug back in, and that's it. It's a little hard to get in there, but for me, both the front and the back end require 13/16 stubby wrench. You know, if I didn't have the hitch on the back, I would have been okay without it, but that's how I've had to resort to these kind of tighter areas. You could probably, you know, with the wheel off, get a socket in there, but it's easier with the stubby. So there you can see, I filled it up. A little bit too much, of course, but I'm just going to wait for it to settle down, and dribble right to the bottom of those bolt threads there, and we're going to put the bolt back in and seal it up, and that's going to be it. Alright. Okay, there we are. Got it all done. I haven't cleaned up too much yet, but there you go. You can see all our plugs are back in. Give it a bit of a flush, some oil just in case there was possible contaminants, and here to the front. It's all changed, made a bit of a mess, but hey, I just didn't want to drop all the plastics in that, so I'll clean that little excess up shortly there. So there you go, guys. Quick little oil change video. I hope it helps somebody at least. Alright, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the Heifer channel. Thanks.